I'm going to give you my recommendations on how to load out your Anvil Carrack, and we're starting right now.
Anvil Aerospace, all systems online.
Welcome to a Star Citizen's Loadout Guide. What's up, citizens? This is SubliminaL here, and in this guide, we will discuss my recommendations for both weapons and components for your Anvil Carrack. For the entire month of June, the Anvil Carrack is available to Imperial and Centurion subscribers. This is a great opportunity to demo this stellar ship. However, there are some components that desperately need to be replaced, and I'm here to give you my recommendations. This is the first episode in this series, and your feedback will be greatly appreciated. If you haven't seen my full review of the Anvil Carrack, add the video in the info card above to your watch later list. Special thanks for all the support from patrons and channel members. You guys make this happen. If this is our first time meeting, welcome. My name is SubliminaL and my passions are Star Citizen and content creation. Be sure to check out some of my other Star Citizen content and consider subscribing. Enough with the formalities, let's get to it. The Anvil Carrack is a large exploration vehicle. The primary focus of this loadout is to facilitate the needs that are required for this ship in the current state of the persisting universe, and that is heavy cargo hauling and light exploration. These recommendations are just that, my recommendations, and are not the best for every situation. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. Stealth with the Carrack is futile and would be ignored completely for this build. This buyer's guide is brought to you by my Locations of Standing collection over on Display. Any purchase made supports the channel, and for every purchase, Display will plant a tree in places that need it the most. Click the link in the description. Let's start with the power plant. It's the most important component of a ship. After all, without it, your ship won't start. The standard power plant on the Carrack is the Size 2 Grade 2 Industrial Class Reliance. It has a great maximum power draw, but suffers from a low draw request time. I recommend using a JS 500. It's grade 1 and military class, with almost 4,300 max power generation per second and a 10-second draw request time. This will reduce the maximum power draw by 10,000. However, it will shorten the time it takes to reach that max power draw down to 10 seconds, getting you more power to where it's needed sooner, and we will still have more than enough power to power the rest of our components. The JS 500 can be found at these locations. Let's discuss its coolers. These are used to cool your components and thrusters. If you turn these off, your ship will overheat and will need to be claimed to become operational. The standard coolers on the Carrack are the Size 3 Grade 2 Industrial Class Ice Flush coolers with a max cooling rate of 16,800 kilos per second and a draw request time of 10 seconds. If you'd like to discuss this unit of measurement, check the pinned comment below. These provide more than enough cooling capacity and have the lowest draw request time in its class. The only other cooler that would have better performance would be the Chill Max. It has a cooling rate of 17,600 kilos per second and a draw request time of 10 seconds as well. However, it will run you almost 300,000 Alpha UEC each, and that is just simply not worth the cost. I recommend changing these out if you have money to blow. If you want to waste money, the Chill Maxes can be found at these locations. Now for chill generators. These protect your ship and these components. It has two Size 3 Grade 2 Industrial Class Barbican shield generators. The Barbicans have an excellent HP pool. However, it has a terrible regen rate, down regen delay, and request time. I recommend replacing these with Grade 1 Military Class FR-86s. These will slightly reduce its overall shield pool, more than double its regen rate, significantly lower its down regen delay, and cut its draw request time in half. But SubliminaL, why would you reduce the shield pool? Well, the shield pool is one of the least important metrics of a shield generator in my opinion. The regen rate determines the maximum HP the generator can regen per second, and the request time determines how quickly the shield can regen once the request has been made. Would you rather have 19% more capacity or 100% more regen per second? With the 0-second damage regen delay of the Size 3 shield generators, the shields are constantly regening even while being hit. So naturally, in this case, the regen is more important than the overall shield's HP pool. The FR-86 can be found at these locations. And lastly, the Quantum Drive that will help you get to these stores to sell these components faster. The standard QT drive on the Carrack is the Size 3 Grade 2 Industrial Class Agni. And I think Agni stands for Absolute Garbage Navigator if installed. It has a super low QT fuel requirement but suffers from an agonizingly slow QT speed. This would be great if you were planning on taking on a really long trip, but at the current state of the game, we don't travel any further than about 60,000 kilometers, so this is just a waste. The Carrack has a pretty large QT fuel tank, so we'll equip the fastest size 3 drive that is available, the TS2. It is grade 1, military class, has a 208 megameter per second quantum speed, a fuel requirement of 142, a 4.3 second spool up, and a 13-second cooldown time. This is very fast and still has enough range to make the trip from Port Alzar to Microtech about 5 times without needing to refuel. Simply can't ask for anything better than that other than the ability to apparate to your destination. The TS2 can be found at these locations. Also, if you own a Caterpillar, the Ponti's Quantum Drive is pretty good and that can save you the cost of buying this. Now let's talk about its stock weapons and my recommendations. The Carrack is equipped with 3 manned turrets, 2 on the sides and 1 on the bottom. It also has a remote top turret. Each of the 2 manned turrets on the side have 2 size 4 CF447 Rhino laser repeaters. One Rhino is size 4, does 159 damage times 250 RPM for a total of 660 DPS and a 4,000 meter range. I absolutely love these guns. They have a fast fire rate, do a ton of damage, and have a decent range, so we'll keep them. The bottom turret has 2 size 4 M6A laser autocannons, but I'm not a fan of these on turrets, so I'll add another set of CF447s here as well. The remote turret on top comes with 2 M6A laser autocannons, and you guessed it, I'll be adding 2 more Rhinos. I would really like to do something different for this turret, but until the upcoming turret rework is complete, I'm going to stick with these, but you could switch it up a little bit. The Rhino laser repeaters can be purchased at these locations. Alright, you're going to have to pay to play here, boys. If you don't have around 600,000 Alpha UEC to spend on all this at once, I would buy them in the following order. The most important thing here is that damn quantum drive. A 16-minute trip from Port Alzar to Microtech is outrageous. These shields are also important here too if you're anticipating a fight. Luckily, the stock coolers are excellent and there's no need to upgrade them. And the turret weapons aren't important if you don't plan on manning them. Not sure how you're going to afford these upgrades? If you have enough capital, using the Carrack to trade is a viable option. Head over to Galog.co to see where and what to buy to get your return on investment as soon as possible. Also, check out the link to this loadout at Urkel.games. I have a link in the description. Building this loadout would not have been possible without this tool. Here you can find the prices and locations of where to find these items in the verse. The meta is constantly changing. Head over to the SubliminaL channel Discord to see my updated loadouts. I'm building a community there for citizens who want to discuss ships, loadouts, components, weapons, and more. Click the link in the description. Those are my loadout recommendations. Let me hear yours down in the comments. If you haven't seen it already, check out my full review of the Carrack here. If you've enjoyed this guide, check out more of my content. If you'd like, there are 6 ways to support the channel. Number 1, you can smash that like button. Number 2, you can share this content with someone who may enjoy it. Number 3, you can check out my locations of Stanton collection over on Display. Number 4, you can subscribe and turn on notifications by clicking the circle here. Number 5, you can become a channel member by clicking the join button below. And number 6, if you're feeling generous, consider becoming a patron. Some pledge perks can be seen here, including desktop versions of my locations of Stanton collection available to all patrons. If not, your viewership is greatly appreciated. Until next time, citizens, I'll see you in the verse.